y'all, and we got to talk about the Lakers, y'all. We got to talk about the Lakers. They just got eliminated last night by Phoenix to contend for the playoffs, and it was a promising year for them to make it to the NBA Finals, right? So we're gonna kick this off with Devin. So Devin, just give me your reaction on the Lakers being out the playoffs completely.
All right, y'all. So my initial reaction, I ain't even gonna lie, I was shocked. They ain't even make the play-in tournament. This is a team that I had, if not coming out the West, going at least to the Western Conference Final when the season began. And I know what y'all probably think, everybody know how Westbrook is at this point in his career. But I was still, I'm banking on LeBron James, Anthony Davis. And if you guys ask me, the most disappointing player in the league this year is Anthony Davis. I know it's other people that played, but Anthony Davis, if at this point in his career, we just gotta call it how we see it. He's just not a reliable player. He might not be that guy. And to be honest, I got some debates on if he should be on the top 75 team, especially over Dwight Howard. But as far as my initial reaction to the Lakers, I was shocked. I still can't believe it's happening. I was believing in LeBron, thinking he could pull it off, but with the supporting cast that he had, there's no way he was making the playoffs.
All right.
I will. The one word that feel funny as well, but the one word that come up when I think about the Lakers, especially over the last couple of interviews that I've seen, is accountability. None of them are taking accountability. I'm not sure if I've been listening to all LeBron James interviews, but I don't know if he's taking any or a lot of the blame as he should as the leader of the team. Everything I seen where the reporters were asking Westbrook a question, he was trying to deflect it back or make a joke out of it, or he pretty much wasn't taking any accountability on his play. Anthony Davis, they just asked him about it. He blamed it all on injuries. He didn't blame it on nothing else. As if when he was playing, he was first team All NBA. What was he at? 22 points. People say that's good for the NBA and not for Anthony Davis. He's a top 75 player, like you said, and their defense was a major problem, as everybody knows, and it's really no excuse if you have a guy like Anthony Davis, because Utah does not have a lot of top tier defenders, but Rudy Gobert with his play and his activity keeps them afloat defensively, or keeps them top tier defensively throughout the regular season. So even when Anthony Davis was playing, he wasn't playing to his potential. So I don't understand how he just blamed it all on injuries. It's not they giving Westbrook too much blame. You know what I'm saying? It's not a natural fit. Before the season, I just thought off star power, they would make it work. But they trying to make LeBron James an all NBA player because he's averaging 30 points, but they ain't even make the play-in. And Bradley Beal was just averaging 32, didn't make the playoffs, and he didn't even make an All-Star game. So, I guess that's the media and that's LA. But that's my reaction on the Lakers. They hadn't taken any accountability on the season. They blame it on everything else except for what they did when they was on the court.
Those are good points you made. My initial reaction was, wow, they couldn't even make the play-in. A lot of people thought they was gonna make the finals, but I didn't see it from the beginning due to the Westbrook. But the one word I can say that the reason why the Lakers aren't succeeding is superstars. The three superstars aren't doing what it takes to win. Anthony Davis always hurt. He's not there. And then when he is there, he's not really making a big effort to really make his presence known. He's just out there. LeBron, he once was the guy that made everybody around him better, but it seems as if this year he was more of a scorer than trying to, make his guys around him better. Westbrook, he don't deserve all the blame, but he deserves a lot of the blame due to the fact that what they gave up to get him. They traded away all their defense, all their guys that really, fed off LeBron. LeBron fed off them, and they got in a lot of guys that really don't defend. They're more offensive guys, but they're not even hitting shots. Westbrook, he turns the ball over at times because it's not a natural fit, like everybody keeps saying. So they're not using Westbrook right. LeBron shooting too many threes. He's not really trying to get his guys involved like the old Bron, which made him the great guy that he is, the great player that he is. Really, it's not. It wasn't his scoring. It was his ability to really make a sorry team look good. So, my biggest take was, wow, they couldn't even make the play in. And the reason I feel like is their superstars didn't, put that work in for them to get there. You can't blame the role players at all, really.
Sad.
Yeah, my initial reaction is disappointment. I'm not surprised because I mean I seen it going this way from the way they was playing. I did remain hopeful that they will be able to just turn it around. Um, I did see spots this season where I felt like they was a great team, but they just didn't sustain it. So I just felt like they would turn it around. JMO made a great point when he said about accountability. Definitely Russ, wasn't taking accountability, but all of them, all of them really weren't because even from Dwight Howard to Melo to LeBron to even Malik Monk, they were always when things was going bad, they would always say, "Well, wait till we get to the playoffs. Wait till we get to the playoffs. Wait till we get to the playoffs." Like
Mhm.
it was like they was taking the games they was playing and losing for granted because they knew, okay, well, the end of the season come, they could just turn it around. And I mean, I was a prisoner of the moment because I felt like they could do it as well, but they just never did it. So I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked at all. I am disappointed. And like even one more point I want to make, like Javon said, he made a great point as well. Like all the blame isn't on Russ, but he takes a lot of the blame because they did ship away a lot of key players for him. So with that aspect, you do have to, step out of. Um, Given the fact they had like so many different lineups, he didn't really get a chance. I feel like to like be consistent and play how he should play. But my reaction is just disappointment. I'm not surprised or shocked at all.
Yeah, the mood here is it's like we got a funeral or something. Like, right? It feel like golly.
Bring in the
Uh,
Undertaker.
It's bad.
this man's picture. But so I mean, like I did have them. I did pick them to make it to the finals. But then I also said I picked them in the net. I said one of these teams aren't gonna make it. I think I told you that, James. I said one of these teams aren't gonna make it. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's injury. Something gonna happen where it
Mhm.
ain't gonna work out. So the blame is to me in order is I think number one is Russ, number two is AD, number three is LeBron. I think it's in that order, and you can't blame none of the role players, because they are feeding off the superstars.
Yeah.
So what I don't like about what LeBron did, I truly think LeBron is not saying he's trying to win. I think going to the season he prioritized winning, but then once he saw how the season was going, he truly prioritized statistics, like personal stats. I mean, he took even more shots. It's an All-Star break. He took a lot more shots in the All-Star break. He's averaging 8 threes a game. You feel me? And then on top of that, these are down the stretch on these crucial games. You taking days off for your ankle injury. Now it's going to be interesting because for him to get the scoring title, he got to play 2 more games. So if he come back in these 2 more games, that tells me everything about what his mindset was. How you gonna sit out these games when you come back when the games don't matter? All right. So that's one thing. And then you got AD. All right. AD, we all know about him. He does not hurt. He always hurt and had to line up. Him blaming the injuries is BS. Just like how he blamed the injuries while they lost to the Suns. But people forget
Mhm.
Chris Paul got hurt. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Chris
Mhm.
Paul got hurt. And that's why they got those wins for real. All right. So that's out. And then Westbrook. Westbrook, I think, gets the most blame only because that he did not reach any other expectations they had for him coming here. They gave up the people they gave up to get him. The Wizards got a better record than the Lakers. Like the
Hey,
world, they got the
hey
best
now.
player. They got the they got the best player in the trade, but yet the Wizards got the best record. I mean, and then Harold got moved to the Hornets. They got a better record than the Lakers. So all of them are doing better right now than the Lakers. Plus, Westbrook is not a good fit. And the problem was he was there for almost every game except one. He only missed one game this year, I think. And so he was available to make a difference more than anybody else on the team. LeBron was out for a period of time, so was AD. You know, and on top of that, how he acts, y'all said nobody takes accountability. He's the worst one out of all of them. He never takes accountability, and then he arguing with the media. You know, and it's not a Laker thing. He always been that. He always been arrogant with the media, but he got away with it because you know he was doing the triple double thing, all that stuff. He always been rude to the media. All right. But when you come to the Lakers and you playing like trash, you really can't. It looks bad now. You see what I'm saying? So he's always been this way. So that's how I look at it. I put Russ get the blame first, then AD, then LeBron.
This man AD said, me, LeBron, K Nunn. If we would have had K Nunn, I'm like, what? Kendrick Nunn? So Kendrick Nunn about to save y'all season now? And they said they had more starting lineups than wins. They had like 39, 40 different starting lineups. That's sad, bro.
They had 39 starting lineups, right? But I want to interject real quick, right? I would say LeBron gets most of the blame, right? Only because, and I mean, he balled more than anybody saying, but it didn't really equate to anything. But I will only say LeBron because it was so many games where it's like these are gimme games. Like we should have won those. And Russ is wrong. And LeBron isn't taking over and he's not closing those games. I feel like if you are LeBron James, if you are that guy, if you are the second or first greatest player ever of all time, some of them games you have to close. You know, like I feel like it's no excuse for that because a lot of those games it was 5-point leads. We up maybe like 5, 6, 7, or 8 with like 4 minutes left to go. And where's LeBron at? He doesn't take over. He doesn't close the game. Granted, he's old, but still, like if you're LeBron, you gotta close that game out. And I never seen him really do that this season.
With it was a point J-Mo made about LeBron probably will make first, second. I think it's gonna be second team All NBA. I don't think he should make first team, but it's gonna be second or third. So I'm not really debating your point because I mean, well, you saying you don't think he should make it at all, so I guess I am. But you gotta remember back in the day, Kareem Abdul, well, he was Lou Alcindor at the time. He won an MVP, and they ain't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, the players was voting no. That's why
yeah,
so they was gonna give it to him because he's the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying?
I think that means more though, as far as the players voting. I think that means more because
the players when they do the All-Star stuff, LeBron don't get a lot of votes when it comes to the players. This has been years. It's because you can't go. Players go over their feelings too. You can't go over what the players say. Yeah. Kareem got a dog on MVP. They didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it was like 72.
But real quick, can I say something? What Dino said, right? You said you blame LeBron. Listen, I agree with you. LeBron ain't close a lot. LeBron ain't playing defense. But if you are a superstar named like Russ, right? That's the expectations we got for him. He's a superstar, at least an all-star. If your teammate is averaging 30, I don't care if you're playing defense. I don't care if you're rebounding. I don't care if you're getting assists. If I'm an all-star and I have a teammate that's averaging 30 while shooting a good field goal percentage, so it's not like he's just jacking and looking stupid. He's shooting a good field goal percentage. We got like I'm more than enough to get us to the play-in. That's how I look at it. So the fact that Westbrook didn't carry the load when they needed him, he got to get blamed because he didn't. I mean, I can only name 2 games possibly: San Antonio and
the one he hit the buzzer
Miami.
beater off the glass.
What?
The one he hit the buzzer beater off the glass too.
Toronto, Miami. I think Miami at first I played Miami, played good, and the Spurs. Those are only games I could truly think off the top of my head. And I said, yeah, Westbrook took over this game and won them this game. That's in the 82-game season. And he's supposed to be an all-star. I could name more games for Jordan Poole and the Warriors than I could for Westbrook and the Lakers. Yeah. That's not good. So that's why I think he should be most to blame.
He had a terrible season. I'm not debating that. He had a terrible season. I'm not debating that at all.
Yeah, he needed to go.
I'm just saying there's some games that we could have took home.
I agree. With, but I think AD doesn't get second blame. I think he gets third blame, only because he was injured.
Yeah,
and and that's what he is. He's been injured his whole career. Like ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? So Russ and Bron gets the same amount of blame, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Because them two guys alone should be able to make the playoffs. I don't care. Even Russ by himself with them, LeBron by they can win. They should be able to win games just by themselves because of who they are. They're known for just carrying teams. You know what I mean? And them two together, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's the biggest disappointment, really. It's not really AD because AD always hurt. It's LeBron and Russ. Everybody knows you can't really do nothing with Russ, but everybody thought LeBron was the one that could do something with Russ. I'm not saying he don't have a
Yeah.
chance because they can come back next year and play way better after a year together, all season together. But
They
from
better
what we
not get
just
Doc
seen,
Rivers.
They gotta break that up.
it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
And another thing I want to make a point on, I'm not trying to hear this, y'all putting too much on LeBron at year 19 or whatever age. I'm not trying to hear that because if he averaging 30, then he should be held to the same standard in every other aspect of the game. Like, if he can go out there and score 30,
I agree.
he can guard his man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If he can score 30,
I agree.
if you're gonna score 30 and not guard your man, score 24 and guard your man, bro. Like, we'll live with that. But you can't drop 30 and not guard your man. Like, even I don't know, man. I just can't. Nah, Devin, for real, bro.
It's too much. That's too much.
No,
No, it's not too much, bro.
I got you, J-Mo.
It's not too much.
Because
You gotta understand the team that they put together. They knew going into the season that they had no defense. They knew that. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron
But you know how much it take out of you on the offensive end. But it's not just. But he's not just the scorer. He's not just the scorer though. He is the scorer. They wanted him to rebound. Y'all want him to facilitate because Joe and Javon. I want y'all to respond to it. Y'all was saying you can't blame the role players at all, but at the end of the day, them NBA players getting contracts, making money. They got his shots. LeBron James, I think he led the league. I don't think it was last year, but the year before in the bubble in assists. And this year, I think he averaged like 4 assists. Now he is averaging like 21.8 shots a game. I think he leads the league in shots per game. But he had to shoot. He passing. It's not like he's not passing the ball to them. They ain't making no shots. Like somebody at the end of the day to get an assist, you got to make a shot.
But another thing, I'm sorry, Joe. Another thing though, he doesn't drive as much no more. He pulling threes. How many Joe? 8 threes a game. So it's like he's not the same Bron. He's not even looking to really get his guys. He's looking to score more. So it's not like he's the same Bron dishing, and they ain't hitting. He's shooting more. Like you said, he's shooting the most shots in the league. I feel like he was looking for Westbrook to be that guy that dish, and do all that, but that hasn't worked out. So I feel like that assist thing, it ain't. That's why we say you gonna blame the role players. You got Russ and Bron. Like, come on now.
They gotta get a little bit of blame. They NBA players.
They don't cheese it every single game.
They do get blamed.
They go off.
I agree with them.
All right, and then Tay, his defensive rating is the only people that he's worse than are people that's not on the team no more. All right, the people that's worse than him. But look, Devin.
Yeah, because he got a better field goal. He got a better defense field goal percentage than Giannis. LeBron do.
All right, look, let me say this.
He's not better defending Giannis.
I ain't saying better than
LeBron, man, be cutting back door. He don't
listen.
Don't even try, Devin.
Numbers don't lie.
All right, Devin. Look, Devin. You said it's too much, right? So look, I was saving this for Rondo because I knew Rondo was gonna say so. Y'all asking the 39. Y'all asking in the year 19.
I'm not saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Do that. That's what Ron always said. So let me tell you something.
Is Ron popping up?
Yeah. No, that's what Ron would say.
Is he gonna pop
Devin
up?
taking the spot. Right. So look, Devin. Michael Jordan, right? Or I called Javon and told him about this. I was so excited.
Talk about the Wizards years.
Yes, I am. The Wizards years. Listen to this.
They ain't make the playoffs. Both of them years too.
Hear me out. When Jordan was 39 years old with the Wizards, right? You got put everything into perspective. The year before, the Wizards had the worst season in their history, franchise with 19 wins. They were the second worst defense, right, on that team. They were the second worst defense. Jordan's first 50 games, they went 26-21, right? Jordan was averaging 25, 6 and 5. This is at 39 years old. 25, 6 and 5, the Wizards were the fourth best defensive team in the NBA, and Rip Hamilton only played 16 games, and they were 15-1 with Rip Hamilton. And then Jordan hurt his meniscus, and then they fell off, and then he shut the season down, and they didn't make the playoffs. So Jordan did all that at 39. He was playing both ends of the floor and averaging a steal and a half, 1.5.
What was his defense? Yeah, you gotta give me his defensive numbers, though.
And this is after he took a 3-year layoff. Like he ain't played for 3 years, and he's part owner, GM, and basically the coach.
But you saying he played for 3 years? Is that helping or hurting? Because that might mean he got 3 years rest. 3 years rest on his body.
No, it's not.
Kawhi done played 19 straight years.
If LeBron, look, if LeBron would have took 3 years off, I believe the last 3 years, he won. Like when you come back off a 3-year layoff, you need time in the season to adjust and stuff like that. I'm talking about like the first 50 games of the season. They were 26-21. After they were the worst team basically in the Eastern Conference the year before.
But you gotta talk about the defenders on the team too. Like it was some big towers. Yeah, Jahadi White down there. I think
don't say Jahadi.
Listen, I'm not saying they nice. I'm not saying they nice. I'm not saying they nice. You thinking offensively. Y'all thinking the name. When you got big, bulky players down there, that helps out. You had Tyronn Lue on the team. He was a decent perimeter defender. Now y'all thinking because he got shook by Iverson. But come on, man.
Devin,
I'm not asking him to guard Giannis and KD and all. I'm asking him to guard his man. Like,
we just ask you to play hard.
I'm asking him to rotate when somebody else double team and pick up on the open man and contest a 3-point shot. I'm asking him to passing lane. I'm asking him to
defend his
defense for the lob. Like there's so many people that get off ball buckets because he don't be paying attention.
I can't defend all of his defensive efforts this year. All I'm saying is he might be tired.
But Devin,
he might.
That can't be an excuse though.
And then Devin, like you keep saying that this teammates ain't making shots. The problem ain't offense for the Lakers. It's defense. Like the reason why people
it's offense.
They ain't stopping nobody.
It's offense. They can't score in that third quarter. That third quarter, they be cold.
They be picking quarters. Sometimes they start the game off good. You feel me? And then
they
can't finish it. Sometimes they go down by 20 and have a surge in the second half. Like
it's LeBron and the Temptations.
The Temptations. All right, cool. So all right, enough of the Lakers. We're gonna move on. That was good. You know, I guess everybody's on the same.
We back next year, baby. We back next year, y'all. Stay tuned. Keep that same energy.
You gotta hope.
All y'all watching, keep the same energy. No, Russ gonna be there.
He wanna
be there.
I don't think
he gonna be there because it's too many, but that's a whole different discussion. But I guarantee he gonna be there.
Yeah, he wants to stay.
Yeah, he gonna live in LA, but he ain't gonna be playing.
No, he
can't be there.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna take his contract.
He gonna be there.
All right, it's good.
That and AD and LeBron. That's ain't nobody gonna take that contract.
Hey Devin,
but he gonna be there next year. Magic, I didn't even say they named.
What's up, bro?
Hey Devin, I see you used to play NBA Live because I know Jahadi White had the block sign on him. I know.
Y'all sleeping on Jahadi White. Papa Jones.
Nah. Jahadi White. Nah. Him and Papa Jones.
Y'all sleeping on my mom. Jared Jeffries is on that team. Yeah.
Come on, Morpheus.
Jared Jeffries.
Brown.
All right, let's get it. So look. All right, y'all. So look. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share with somebody, have them come on so they could join us and have fun. Use our comment section. We can see all the comments y'all putting up. We appreciate that. Also, we are doing a race to 1,000 subscribers. We're doing a 5 jersey giveaway on June 21st, 2022. So the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Right now, we got like 198. It's hovering around 200. All right. So listen, subscribe, tell people about it. And in the comment, not this comment, go to like an actual video, comment hashtag jersey giveaway. You will enter the competition. Jersey of your choice. You don't need a LeBron or KD jersey. Get whatever jersey you want, any sport. And we're going to send it to you, all right, on June 21st. All right. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.